listening to We're Going Streaming podcast, and we are on Twitter at going_streaming.
Welcome, boils and ghouls, to We're Going Streaming presents the Halloween episode. This time, we've each selected something appropriate for the spooky season. So sit back, stay calm, and... What the hell is that? Oh, that's my co-hosts, Matt and Patrick. Take a bow, boys.
Good
Hi,
evening.
guys. Good evening. Dzień dobry.
You stole my. That was my intro, Pat. You can't steal my.
I'm sorry I stole it. You can deal with
We've
it.
talked
It's
about
fine.
this. Damn it.
Damn it. I'm
So
sorry.
welcome, everybody, to the Halloween episode. The episode we're going to release prior to Halloween, probably like a week before or something. I don't know. Maybe a little bit before that or whatever. But these are our Halloween recommendations, movies that you should watch leading up to Halloween because they have a certain theme, and that theme is... Nobody?
Or Halloween
There it is.
Terror.
There it is. All right.
Oh, I didn't know we were supposed
Make
to
you
speak
shit your
it.
pants a little bit in fear.
I should do like a hand signal. That means like, the crowd should answer. Like, this isn't rhetorical. Like, don't wait for me. Give an answer.
Yeah.
Pause.
I mean, if you guys haven't seen our Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter posts, we're doing this all remotely just to keep ourselves safe from, the current pandemic.
Rona.
We're
Yes.
all suffering from right now. But that being said, it's fun. We're having a lot of fun with it. So deal with it,
I was
Donald.
actually thinking about that today. That I saw something like people were like posting like positive quarantine, positive 2020, blah blah blah. Do you guys honestly think? So we've talked about starting a podcast for a very long time, and all sorts of
Yes.
dumb ideas.
Yeah.
Ideas dumber than this, ideas much better than this. But
True.
here we are.
Yeah.
But do you think we would have done this like if that hadn't happened? Like would I have cracked down and like figured out the like formula for remote podcast if we were out there like seeing Tenet?
I think Pat and I would have tried. I think you would have been like, I don't want to do.
Yeah,
this
you would-
right now.
Yeah, you would have been like, you would have done with our efforts pretty quick, but
You would have.
I think,
big timed us for sure.
yeah, because,
Yeah.
Me?
Yes.
with
Yeah.
our,
I'd be
With our
interviewing Monkey
schedules-
Boy's Confusion right now if it weren't for Rona.
that's true.
Perhaps. Yes.
But I think this ended up working out for the best. And honestly, you know what? It pretty much means we can sit there and make a new episode at any point in time now.
It's so accessible.
It makes it a lot easier. Especially
Right,
because Matt
nobody's
lives in
going
Chicago. Matt lives in Chicago.
Whoops.
I'm in Orland. You're out in Manhattan. Or
Right.
Mentino, excuse
Right.
me.
the logistics of us like getting together is it's rough.
Yeah.
I was
we're
even
way too
telling
far.
this with the podcast I used to be on Six Pack. I was talking about Kim. I was like, dude, just the scheduling is just like, hey, this Saturday an hour, let's blah, boom. Like it's just so much easier than like, I'll come to your house, we'll hang out, we'll record, we'll do this, we'll blah blah blah, we'll set everything up.
Right.
I'm like, no, this is just way easier.
It's so much faster, too.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, I enjoy it. We can see each other's reactions.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it works. Yeah.
It's
Oh,
almost
yes.
like we're right next, like we're sitting across from each other, like like an actual radio studio. Like I would be sitting this far from you,
Yeah, pretty
Pat-
much.
and Pat would be right, like just on top of his microphone. So I figure,
You know you love it.
Pat, check your levels.
Pat's doing. I mean, all kidding aside, Pat just came from an ASMR video he was doing, so he was eating pickles.
We're gonna-
Give him an excuse. Like,
We're
it's okay.
we're gonna
He
post the
doesn't know-
link. We're gonna post the link to that.
He doesn't know the distance now because the ASMR is different from podcasting.
It's very hard to
so-
just turn. It's very hard to just turn heel on it. Go from
Yeah,
ASMR to a regular
Hey, Pat,
podcast.
I
It's-
understand. And I always thought ASMR was a porn thing.
Wait, which
but
one's
apparently
heel?
It's not.
Which one's the bad one?
Left.
Ooh,
Left.
That's
That's
not
the right answer.
that's
no,
Left.
good.
that's
that
not.
makes.
This
No, all right.
it's not
Yeah,
even
he answered, and we're
close
moving
to
on.
the actual answer to the question.
All right.
All right. Anyway, So here we are
The biz.
for another episode. Yeah, we're gonna do some spooky themed movies or shows for you. I honestly don't know, but so let's start things off where we're starting them, as tradition will hold for now. And who watched each other's review from last episode? Damn it, we agreed to not say week, and I fucking blew it. Okay, never mind. So yeah, who watched each other's recommendation from the previous episode? Let's start with where are we starting, Pat?
Yeah, let's do me.
Go for it, dude.
No, I definitely sat there and went through and watched both.
You did.
I
didn't know you watched Elisa and Marcella. Okay, go ahead.
No, I did. I definitely did. And you know what? Honestly, on a side note, this month is actually LGBTQ National or
History
Month.
Yep.
History Month. And you know what? I've been doing a lot of posting through our social media, and I feel really bad I didn't pick up on it sooner.
Mm-hmm.
So, but to all the
Nobody
LGBTQ out there, to all the LGBTQ out there, you should definitely watch this movie. It's a huge part of your history. It really is a really solid movie, and if you respect love at the end of the day, it's really a beautiful movie about love. Yeah. Beautiful women aside.
Oh God, they're great looking.
But no, I mean
sexy.
it's
okay,
bunch of perverts.
Okay, your movie had nudity too.
Yeah, your movie definitely had nudity going on in there. That was a little less about fun. But I'll get to that in a minute. But no, yes. Definitely Elisa y Marcella is definitely it's a very love film. It's very much a love film, and it's a huge part of it's a small part of LGBTQ history. You should definitely watch it if you haven't watched it. I definitely agree with Brian's assessment of 4 out of 5. Mm. Now with White Girl, White Girl, honestly, it felt less like a love story and more like a kind of a female version of Catcher in the Rye. Trying to learn about life and stuff, and trying to get a handle on it, but making the worst possible mistakes and doing things you shouldn't be doing. And for me, it felt like it was missing a bunch of beats.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I don't know. At the end of the day, I wasn't ambivalent towards it, but I was definitely like, it's like, this is real, almost real life in the world. Yeah. It felt too real to me, so I would give it a 3.5 at the end of the day. I would definitely give it a 3.5 at the end of the day. But
I give it a 3 out of 5, right?
I think you did. I think so. I think you guys are pretty much right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely didn't think it was the worst movie, but it was just like, at parts it felt a little too real, but other parts it was just like, all right, this is a little bit of a stretch in my mind. It's there's no way things could be this bad, and
I agree. I mean,
spoilers.
They are, but
So those are my reviews of the two movies.
Nice. I like that you gave. I didn't even think about that. We should definitely do that. You gave your rating of our movies.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
I have to do that. Thanks, Pat.
Yep,
now
go for it.
Follow you.
You're welcome.
Now it's a thing.
Speaking of, it's your turn,
right.
Matt.
So I watched both movies, and I watched them in the same night.
Oh.
And I will say, poor decision. So I started with Pat's movie, and Pat's movie was a very easy watch. Nothing crazy. It was definitely an Adam Devine. Is it Devine?
I thought it was Devine.
Devine?
He's
Is
Devine.
it Devine? I mean, you're probably right.
No, he's Devine, and the fucking Maroon 5 guy is Levine.
There's only Devine.
Okay. Yeah,
There's only one Devine. Yeah. There's only one Devine. Hashtag Pink Flamingos. But I enjoyed it. It was a fun watch. Was it the greatest movie ever made? No, there were a lot of issues with it. Although I did like, and this is a shout out to Pat, that the one lady had a foosball table, and she shouted "no spinning," which is the rule of every foosball player ever except Pat, who got his ass whooped one time at Maplewood Brewery. Just shout out Maplewood. But besides that, it was just like a very easy watch. Yeah, there wasn't really anything crazy about it, or nothing that caught me off guard, or just your typical thing.
Yeah, it's a rom-com.
So, I mean, if you were going rating, what'd you give it? You gave it
I gave it a 3.
You gave it a 3. Okay, I could see that.
Yeah, I gave it a 3 out of 5.
I was gonna go 2.5 because it was enjoyable to watch. Greatest movie ever made? No, but I could see like having like Netflix and chill sesh, for a love
100%.
comedy. That would be definitely like perfect for it. It's something
Absolutely.
you could pay attention. Like you could watch a little bit. You could miss a few. That run in the park though. When they run in the park, and they just like decide to like, hey, let's jump off a bench. That was super corny. I'm sorry. That took me away from the film. Because he's running in like leather pants. He's like, oh my god, I'm a douche. And he's like, hey, let's. And they're like, hey, yeah, let's jump over this bench. Let's run across this log. I don't know. That was the one thing that just kind of caught me up.
Absolutely.
But
again,
to Brian's movie,
mm-hmm.
I took a few notes on this.
Oh, here we go.
By the way,
here we go.
Poor decision on my part for watching Pat's movie first. Because, although, great movie, great acting, the pacing was a little bit slow for me. No, just because
it is super is.
But because I came from Pat's movie where it's like, quick, like, comedy, let's do this, But, besides that, the acting was phenomenal. The lady that played Marcella,
yeah.
Yeah, she was. I feel like her character was more complex than Elisa,
yeah, I would agree
because she had to deal with her parents, and her mom was like a feminist, but like a secret feminist because she had that book, and her dad was just a shithead.
Oh.
Also, shout out to actual the Spaniard Spanish, not European Spanish, not even Mexican Spanish, European Spanish.
Okay.
Like cotillion. Yeah, sorry.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yep.
No, but I
shout out to Ozarks.
I enjoy.
That's a shot. Everyone, take a shot.
All right, I enjoyed the tension that they presented, where they were both like, they love. You could tell they had love for each other, but they weren't familiar enough to express it. And it kind of reminded me of Moonlight for a little bit, which is a great movie, by the way.
I have not seen Moonlight, and I'm now going to watch it.
Oh, you should.
Literally based on what you just said.
It was.
I've wanted to forever, obviously.
Yeah, you should watch it.
Okay.
But it was just like, similar thing. They weren't, like, they were sure of their love, but they weren't, they were a little unsure, and yeah, it was just, there's a lot of tension. It was just really well made. Also, I wrote my notes as I watched it. Moles were heavily featured, which, by the way,
Lisa's moles.
I got a few moles myself, so shout out moles. If you have moles, go hashtag moles at going_streaming.
Hashtag moles are sexy.
Or going.
They are.
I was going streaming at.
Or send us pictures of your moles at we're going under streaming or at we're going streaming on Instagram. Or just search "We're Going Streaming" on Instagram.
You'll find us. We're gonna.
And then
or look us up on Facebook, whichever.
Yeah. Anytime if you see Kevin Bacon shirtless,
that scene where she's drying her
tag
off.
your pictures of moles.
That scene where she's drying her off and like
that was early.
She's like
early on, right?
She's like, I have moles too. And then later she's like, remember I told you I got moles? And Marcelo's like, can I see the moles? And she's like, yep. I'm like, oh god, the tension is the best part of this whole fucking movie.
No, yeah. No, it was well done. Definitely, yes. Very good. Out of the three, I would say you won last week.
I was thinking
like
about that
Pat-
actually.
Yeah, that was.
But I did.
That-
I like Pat's movie more than I liked my own movie. I feel like my movie was just dark.
Yeah, your movie got very dark very quick,
Yeah, well, that's my
and
life.
it just never lightened up really.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
But no, Brian's movie was definitely 100% the winner of last week.
I would say
100%.
Yeah, Pat, you're a close second.
Thank you.
Just because
Thank
yours,
you.
was,
I
I feel like
appreciate
yours was it was fun to watch. All right,
Thank you.
and now to
Halloween
that's my
movies?
evil laugh. It was
Oh.
bad. It was bad. I tried.
Spoiler alert.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Just for the record.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just. Oh, you son of a bitch. We promised. Yeah. Just for the record, I didn't watch either of you guys' movies, just to make it fair.
Wow.
I mean,
That's
I said
cool.
I wasn't
Hey,
going to watch
Hey,
it.
by the way, apologies.
This is
to
not
all the moms that
required.
Listen, fuck you, Brian, and we're moving on. Pat and I are doing a
We
solo
didn't
podcast.
say it was required. Although the way you guys both,
No, it's true.
The way you
That's
guys
true.
both just reviewed them, I feel like a shit right now because,
Good.
like, just a total shit bag. Because I feel like I should. Okay, in fairness, I watched, The Night We Met.
You mean when we first met?
Lord
Both of
Huron.
you have gotten
Lord
the title
Huron.
wrong.
Take
Both
me
of you have gotten the
back
title wrong multiple times. I need to
to
note this.
the
both of you have
night
gotten the title
we
wrong.
met.
Both of you have gotten the title wrong multiple times. It is when we first met. I feel like you don't pay attention to me, and that upsets me.
Okay, anyway, I watched it. I
We
watched
see you.
that. Like, I watched that when it
We
actually
hear
came
you.
out, and Netflix recommended it. Hashtag this podcast is about shows that Netflix doesn't recommend. Anyway,
Ooh, shut up, Pat.
Ouch.
Ooh,
but
a
I did
shot
watch it.
at
I
Pat.
did watch it. And it's 100% like you said. It's a fucking Adam Devine fucking engine that he wrote for himself to be awesome and
Yes.
yeah, terrible fucking female characters and stuff. Matt, I didn't watch yours, but in fairness, the last time I listened to our last episode, I actually listened to what you said, and I was like, "Damn, I think I'd watch this." I don't know. Is that weird? Okay. Anyway, I might still watch White Girl. I don't know. Probably not.
That's
But anyway.
fine. No, yes. Probably don't, but
But you did say there was nudity, so I might actually just
well,
watch
yeah.
it. For
I mean, that was
so.
your. I heard that's what you recommended, Alicia
Yeah.
E. Marcella.
Elisa E. Marcella.
You know what's funny is the last episode I made fun of your pronunciation of
and
that,
now you're
and
just
I can't do
Butchering it.
it. I can't do it. It's like Charlton Copley.
Oh, damn it.
Shout out to Copley. Hashtag
Speaking
where's
of,
Copley?
I was thinking we'll have we were kind of discussing this earlier, but we'll have merch available soon. Things you can maybe buy, as a support of the pod. And I was thinking like you said, a shirt that is the phonetic, pronunciation of Charlton Copley.
I like it.
I was also thinking an Uma's thermos.
I know where you're
so
going.
thermoses
Yeah, all right,
with
yeah.
Uma Thurman
I like
on it.
I like it.
And then I was
of
also,
course,
and then of course, I was also thinking like a shirt and or like a cup that says Ryan Hawk is not Ethan Hawke's brother. So that merch will be available very soon. We're going to create an Etsy now, obviously. You can
and a Pinterest
buy shit from us and maybe play along, on social media and win stuff, whatever. Okay. Anyway, all right, let's do this. Today's episode, Halloween, spooky, scary movies. My favorite, my favorite time of the year, hands down, no question. Right?
Mine
Yeah.
too, because it's 10 days after my birthday. So
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
also
it
why
Wish
it's
me
my
happy
favorite.
birthday, guys. I knew that. That's why I said it.
It's also why it's
I
my
was-
favorite.
I was
Also,
never a
like,
big Halloween
just
guy
a-
when I was younger.
You know, fuck you, Pat.
Shocking.
No, but you know what? I've come to appreciate it a lot more as I've gotten older. I appreciate it a lot more
Halloween's one of those things.
You've done very well dressing up for like Halloween over the years. Well, except for last year.
now. Yeah. No, last year was kind of
Why are
half-assed.
you laughing?
Well,
No, last
little
year was
inside
half-assed.
joke, guys. So our friend Brian here would always host up until recently because you can't because
COVID.
pandemic. he would host a Halloween party, and Pat would always everybody would show up full on costume. I will show we will have these on Instagram or Twitter. I dressed up full out. I made my entire costume for Trick or Treat. I was Sam from Trick or Treat.
Yes, great movie. Great
anthology
series.
Wonderful movie.
And I paper mache. I never paper mache ever before.
Dude, that helmet was incredible.
Paper mache. I freaking burlapped. I sewed and whatever. And I show up to Brian's party and everybody's dressed up. And then who picks me up? It's Pat. And what's Pat wearing? What's Pat wearing? Excuse me. Pat is wearing a hoodie that he always wears. Was it khaki pants?
No, regular
the
jeans.
one time? No, yeah, just regular jeans, So I'm going through, we're all going through this crazy process of, doing makeup, dressing up and sewing and paper mache and all this stuff. And Pat just shows up in this hoodie. So then, was it last year? Last year, I was I just got, I got my new apartment, moved in, and I didn't have much to work off of. So I'll be Svengoolie, which, if you're from the local Chicago area, you know who Svengoolie is.
The 606?
Yeah, hopefully if you're not from the Chicago area and you're listening to us, look up Svengoolie.
Yeah.
Great. Just, if you're wanting, look at it. I mean,
this
ties in,
right?
It ties in perfectly with, the episode we're on. But I dress as Svengoolie. I have my niece take my very sad picture of me alone. Because I was nobody else takes pictures of these. Excuse me. And I show up and I drive.
To throw this out there, when you were Sam,
hold
everyone
on.
did take a picture in Moose Knuckle.
Wow.
Yeah, that was Sam. So, ladies and gentlemen, just a heads up. Do not order onesies for adults online. They do not, large. No, it's not large.
It's advice.
Large.
Solid advice.
Yeah. I'm just, if the only thing you get from this episode is to order an adult onesie online,
Win.
I feel like I did my part.
Win.
So
Winning.
Back to my original story. So I'm dressed as Svengoolie. I go crazy, I do the makeup, whatever, it's super cheap, $5. I have a suit. I go over to Brian's and Pat's there with a hoodie, with the same hoodie he wore the year previous. But wait, hold on. But he dressed up this year, you know why? He has somebody doing his nails.
Yeah,
he's
at the party.
Shout out to Brittany, thank you.
Teenage werewolf?
We just made shit up because he didn't come dressed up. So we were just we're just going to put stuff on you and be weird about it. Yeah.
And then he left 20 minutes later.
But real quick, shout out to Brittany W for helping me with those nails, even though they lasted maybe 30 seconds before they came right off.
Well, that kind of stuff.
She was a real champ.
Ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was a real champ, and I appreciate her friendship and her
now a loyal
patience
listener.
with those nails.
Nope.
And hopefully a loyal listener, but
nope.
I hope.
No.
I didn't think so. No.
She'll listen to that part and then she'll turn it off.
I don't know. Do they play our podcast at Hoppy Pig and fucking Bourbonnais? Then no.
No.
Wow.
Maybe they
Ouch.
do. I don't know.
They might.
Yeah, don't say
They
that.
might.
Hoppy Pig, shout out.
I did. God damn it.
All right, so let's get back
All
to
right.
the Halloween episode as we sidetracked so much.
Rough.
Yeah,
We've come
Good
so
luck.
far. We've come so
Good
far
luck
from that.
editing this, Brian.
I was gonna say. We've come so far from me doing a fucking horror intro. Anyway.
Which was great.
All right. Let's do this. So, movies pertaining to Halloween. We're going to release this leading up to Halloween. You should watch these movies leading up to Halloween or on Halloween. Because these are our recs.
Yeah, and these aren't typical Halloween.
No. Yeah, we're not reviewing Hubie Halloween right now. We're also not telling
Maybe
you to
later.
watch The Exorcist or Nightmare on Elm Street 1 or the original Halloween. You should already be watching those, obviously,
Or Trick or Treat.
every year. Oh, Trick or Treat. You should also watch Trick or Treat every year. And Hush.
What?
You know what? Shout out Mike Flanagan. Hush. It's one of my favorite
Hush?
horror movies ever.
Hush was wonderful.
That's
I
on
fucking
Netflix.
love Hush. It is on Netflix. Well, everything Mike Flanagan's on Netflix. He cut the check. They're good. They're contractually obliged at this point.
Contractually up.
All right, Pat. What do you got for the fine folks listening to us on your recommendation leading up to the spooky season?
So, if I had to talk about my movie in 3 words, mine would be humans suck ass.
Sounds like my kind of movie.
So to talk about my movie is called Would You Rather? Like the game Would You Rather? Yeah. So, Would You Rather is directed by David Guy Levy, founder of Periscope Entertainment, who appears to do exclusively horror movies. Anyway, the movie stars Brittany Snow of Hairspray, Pitch Perfect fame, and she is also the co-founder of the Love is Louder movement, led by the Jed Foundation to stop bullying in schools. The movie also stars Jeffrey Combs, star of the Reanimator movie series, and has had roles in multiple Star Trek series, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, and Enterprise.
Legend.
The movie opens to Brittany Snow as Iris is trying to take care of her brother, Raleigh, who is suffering from leukemia. The cost of the treatments from leukemia are starting to mount, and she's unable to pay the bills. And she's trying to find other ways to pay these bills, but obviously it's getting a little bit harder. The oncologist for Raleigh recommends her to Shepard Lambrick, played by Jeffrey Combs, a philanthropist who offers a deal to play either a parlor game or leave empty-handed. If she goes and wins, he will pay her debt from Raleigh's treatment and find Raleigh a bone marrow donor. The doctor vouches for Lambrick and says he has won previously, and Iris asks to think about it. He gives her till 8 p.m. to decide. She eventually decides to go after she finds out the job she was applying for declined to have her. Next day, she goes to the mansion to meet with the other attendees. Shepard's Sean Julian, played by Robin Lord Taylor of Gotham, the TV show. Lucas, Travis, Linda, Peter, and Amy, notably played by Sasha Grey of Seinfeld, a Triple X parody, and Entourage, Conway, and Cal. They first start off with small things that the contestants would normally not do, and offers to award them money if they do it, like Iris as a vegetarian eating steak for $10,000. After the dinner, it morphs into a twisted version of Would You Rather, with each round slowly eliminating each players and getting more sadistic than the last. So, at the end of the day, basically it gets really dark, gets really twisted, and each round is very, very, very... It's like the right amount of gruesome. The twist at the end makes the movie totally 100% worth it. And I give the movie a solid 4 out of 5. That's how much I like this movie. Just because of the twist. There's a few things I didn't like, but at the end of the day, it is a solid... Yeah, absolutely. We will get to that, but it is a solid 4 out of 5 in my book. And I would highly recommend you watch it, especially because I find, out of all the scary monsters that are out there, humans are the most terrifying monsters out there. Hands down.
Fucking deep, man.
I mean, those are the best movies. The horror movies grounded in reality are. I mean,
it's true.
Legitimately the scariest.
Yeah, exactly. And this is I could absolutely see this happening in real life with the right circumstances.
Rich people.
That being 100%. Yeah. So that being said,
dangerous game.
Yep.
Yeah, the most dangerous game is definitely one. So I definitely give my movie a 4 out of 5. You should absolutely watch it.
Okay.
I like it.
So I'm done with mine.
My turn?
Show me yours, boys.
Good stuff. Wait, Pat, what was your 3-word review again?
He did.
Humans suck ass.
Oof. That's a great fucking lead-in, especially for Sasha Grey, who you kind of loosely alluded to that she's like been in certain things, including like Seinfeld and stuff.
Oh no, she hasn't been in Seinfeld. She's
Oh.
been in Seinfeld, the Triple X parody.
So Sasha Grey.
Seinfeld.
So fun anecdote about Sasha Grey is actually her popularity is actually based on her anal performances in her films.
So she's very organized.
Yes. So
Okay.
so human sucking ass is actually something Sasha Grey specializes in. All right, Matt, what's your movie?
Speaking of sucking ass, my movie was The Car.
Ooh.
Came out
This
in
is about a car?
1977.
Spoiler alert.
And, so here's the thing. So you guys had an idea the last episode about what you're going to what movies you're going to review for the podcast. I had no idea. So I was about to put on my Cramps album. And then all of a sudden, an AC/DC song came on because they're highly anticipated album, according to NFL, which they're not doing, marketing with. Came on, and I was like, whoa. When it comes to horror films, what's my favorite movie of all time? Maximum Overdrive.
That's true.
Shout out Emilio Estevez.
You mention MO.
AC/DC and a coked out Stephen King. I'm sorry. If you're a Stephen King fan, if you didn't watch Maximum Overdrive, you're not a Stephen King fan because he looks
realistically, any of those movies are him coked out, so most of his older movies.
For the first couple decades.
Well, Cujo.
Ooh. All right.
Sorry. Little
You sound like you were just attacked by Cujo.
I was. It was a little spooky, SFX for this episode. But yeah, so I saw, I was like, Maximum Overdrive. Oh my god. That's not on Netflix, sadly. So look up car possession films. Because, that's what you do.
It's a logical step.
And I find The Car. And now The Car is a movie from 1977. By the way, Stephen King. Christine came out in 1983.
Ooh.
And the greatest movie ever made, Maximum Overdrive, came out in 1986. By the way, that movie makes no sense at all, but I just enjoy it. So this came out 77, starring James Brolin, basically the only relatively well-known actor to be in this movie.
Okay.
So,
Awesome.
It's a 1977 movie about, if you didn't guess from the title, it's about a car. It's a possessed, unmanned car that just terrorizes a small community, this desert town. And it was touted as the Jaws of road movies, because it based itself off of The Duel by Steven Spielberg or Roger Corman's Death Race 2000. And yeah, so it went from there. That's what it was based around. And yeah, it started, of course, it stars James Brolin, who I looked up, by the way, all these actors.
Yeah.
I looked up the closest to the horror film they have, and I listed it. So, of course, James Brolin, the dad to Josh Brolin, or going off my standards, the sister to Josh Brolin. He, of course, famous from Amityville Horror, the original. Not the Ryan Reynolds, not the Ryan Reynolds.
And Josh's father.
Yes, we say that. As you can tell, Brian just showed up.
Damn it, Beer Run.
But it's the Jaws of the Road. It's inspired by Spielberg. Like I said, Spielberg's Duel, Roger Corman's Death Race. Kathleen Lloyd was in it. She was from It Lives Again, which was a sequel to some other horror film.
Probably It Lives.
Yes, that was it. Ronnie Cox is the drunk detective, and he was Drew, the character Drew in Deliverance. And then John Marley? He was the guy. So he has the greatest line. We'll talk about this later on. But John Marley, he was the guy that the film producer in Godfather that wakes up to the horse in his bed. So he's the sheriff.
Nice.
He is the sheriff in this movie and is great. And it also, it stars Kim and Kyle Richards, who were famous as Real Housewives and also
What?
aunts to Paris Hilton and the other Hilton sister that isn't a DJ. And yeah, it's just okay. There's a lot going on there. Okay. I feel like I wrote down a bunch and I just kind of read it off.
So what's your rating? What's your review, Siskel?
So my rating, as Brian alluded to in the first episode, I was a hungover Ebert. And I gave it, which is my favorite line of this entire podcast at all. But either way,
should we just call that this segment that? So what's Hungover Ebert's review?
No, I feel like that'd be. I don't know. I feel like
we get sued or C&D'd or something. But hey,
Yeah.
that kind of press would be fucking amazing.
That would be
But
fun.
either way,
If the Trib was like, state of fucking Ebert sues shitty podcast.
Tribune does not. It would be like Ebert, Roger.
No, he'd be his
Ebert.com.
estate.
Yeah,
it'd
it
be
wouldn't
his
be
estate
the Sun
doing that shit.
Times.
Yeah. You never know.
But I gave it a.
Now, if we said something about Roper, if we said something about Richard Roper, then
All right.
Different
Dial
story.
it back.
All right. Chill out on Roper, Sox fan.
Leave him alone.
I give it a 1.5.
Holy
1.5.
moly. Wow. That is
And I'm nice. I'm nice.
That is bottom of barrel.
I will.
That's
for
the
me,
lowest
yes.
review we've had so far.
For me,
No, so far
No.
overall.
really?
Yes. 1.5?
What'd you guys?
wow.
No, what?
That is the
Oh,
lowest
really?
we've had. No, actually, Bruce.
Didn't somebody have a
Bruce
one?
Brothers would be lower.
No.
Bruce Brothers would be lower.
No, what was Bruce? What'd you give Bruce Brothers?
I thought I gave it a 1.
You absolutely did not. Did you?
All right, I'm going.
Did I?
1
all
out
right,
of 5?
Whatever. No, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm going a 0.5 above Bruise Brothers.
You'd
Because
rather watch Bruce. Oh, no, you'd rather watch
I
this
would
than
rather
Bruce
watch
Brothers.
James Brolin with
Okay.
a mustache.
100%.
than
Okay, I see your
fucking
point.
Bruise Brothers.
Yeah, all right. I'll give you that. I
Trying to
won't
be
argue.
funny. Like, no offense to the actors there, but
They're no
you
James
guys,
Brolin.
shit, man. And this is like they have a lot in common because they both have poor dialogue. Like it's like it was written by like a 6th grader. Like literally
Ouch.
this.
It was
Right.
written by
I'll get-
someone who goes to Brother Rice.
Oh, you're. I'm not gonna say
Whoa.
that.
Got it.
Hey, Dad,
Whoa.
if you're listening, I love you.
You are appreciated.
You're appreciated, Mr. Andrews.
No, my
I can't
dad's
say the same
only,
about your
like-
school.
No, I mean, honestly, my dad's the only person from Brother Rice that actually did anything. So,
Fair.
except John C. Reilly, it's like
Fair.
it's like John C. Reilly, and then like my dad, and then like I don't know.
You walk in that front like auditorium, open hall area. It's a case. It's got 2 pictures in it. 1, John C. 2, Mr.
My dad.
Andrews.
I mean, honestly, like who's the only? Name another respectable person from Brother Rice.
No. So the only person I have a
Exactly.
funny Brother Rice story. So my dad, like after like a long time after like him and my mom
Mhm.
split up, he had this girlfriend and her name was Barb and she was fucking awesome. She was probably easily my favorite.
And she had
Of-
just graduated from Brother.
would not surprise me. No, she was actually the cheerleading coach at Brother Rice when my dad was dating her. So he used to like bring me.
Coaches?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, of course. Duh. Oh well, no. Marist. Oh shit, she was Marist. So we not Marist.
Dude,
no,
wrong
Macaulay.
street, bro.
Macaulay. She was Macaulay.
That's where my mom went.
Okay.
Marist was boys. They're co-ed now, but they were boys.
Yeah.
She was Macaulay. She was a cheerleading coach for Macaulay, and I guess the Macaulay girls like cheer for Rice. Is that like a thing,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
it was back in the
Yeah,
day?
well, I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
they're right
what
down
I'm-
the
it
street.
still is.
Like,
Yeah, so I went to
fucking
like all
Wojos,
these.
dude.
I went to all these like fucking Brother Rice like football games when I was like 7, 8 years old because my dad was like banging the fucking coach of the cheerleading team from Macaulay. Anyway, who wanted this to be personal?
Southside.
Uh,
But hey, man,
that's a
Wojos
peek
with
behind the
60
curtain.
grade, 60 grade shakes as you're like waiting for your dad to bang like the cheerleading coach. I'll have a raspberry.
it's a tough bargain. It's a tough
I'll have a
bargain.
raspberry buffalo milkshake, please. Oh, are you here with your parents?
Oh.
Oh, my dad's banging. My dad's banging the cheerleading coach.
Excuse me.
Oh
All right, god damn it. This is fucking dead air with us just fucking laughing our asses off. All right.
yeah. All right. Back.
All right, everybody, take a break. We're going to break for an ad. I'm just kidding. We're not doing ads yet.
Have a Coke and a smile.
It's called Get a George Dickel.
Oh,
and a
my
Coke.
God.
Brian,
How the
Or
hell?
enjoy,
How the
enjoy
hell-
editing this shit.
How the hell did our "We're Gonna Scare You" episode turn into us laughing our fucking asses off for like 30 minutes?
Yeah, but that's good though.
Oh my god. Okay, reeling it back
All
in.
right, so
Everybody
Brian,
good?
Brian,
Get
your movie.
centered.
It's my turn.
Centered.
It's my turn. It's my turn, bitches.
Your movie. So I'm gonna
Um,
go and make myself a drink.
Yeah, you do that. So I picked a movie.
That's going to hell.
A movie that I've now seen for the 4th time leading up to this, like recently. A movie that I have
Wow.
actually recommended to a shit ton of people. Okay, you can both fucking leave. I don't care. But anyway,
No,
I'm gonna talk.
Just say the title.
Just talk. Just talk about the movie.
I'm gonna talk about Veronica.
no. Yeah, I'm loud.
Veronica.
The movie is called Veronica, and basically, okay, let me tell you about Veronica. So this is on Netflix, but this is a movie that was made in Spain for a slightly above average budget in Spain. Okay. So the movie is, there's a girl named Veronica. She's a teenager, and her friends perform a seance via a Ouija board. One night while there's like a solar eclipse or something like that, like they sneak into the basement of their school and perform a weird little seance with their Ouija board. And as the saying goes in the movie, what you don't say goodbye to stays with you. So they do not do that because they are interrupted by Veronica having some sort of crazy possession moment. And the rest of the movie kind of plays out with like a shadow spirit following her around theme. This is honestly one of my favorite fucking horror movies of all time. Like all time.
Okay.
Like it's top 10, maybe top 5. I don't know. So I looked it up because I was kind of curious. I was like, man, am I the only fucking dumb bastard who likes this movie? And I've seen it on like 1 or 2 lists here and there. Yeah, this movie has a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. I was actually pretty relieved to see that. I was like, holy shit. Okay, good. I'm not fucking crazy. So quick spoiler.
I mean, you are, but
Yeah, fair. And quick spoiler alert. This is also another subtitle movie, which those of you keeping track at home, technically is my 3rd in a row because Hardcore Henry has a few subtitles because of the Russian dialect with some of the fucking like henchmen and shit like that. So that's partial subtitle. 2nd movie, Alicia Marcello, all subtitle. 3rd movie, Veronica, tons of fucking subtitles. Also, if you're keeping track at home, and I might actually just make this a game. But this is actually my second Spanish language film in a row. I swear to God, I didn't plan this. I didn't plan this.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
But-
sure.
but-
yeah, right.
But in fairness, like we're all kind of doing our thing, and my thing is flexing Netflix's foreign language film game. Basically, their foreign language film game
good.
is fucking incredible. I mean, how many times have you scrolled through Netflix within a certain genre, like rom-com or drama or action or blah, 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 and you get like 30 movies deep, and all of a sudden all these fucking Bollywood movies start popping up. That's how fucking good their foreign language film is that, you know, just because you don't want to watch the first 20 doesn't mean the next 30 aren't amazing. So, yeah. Yeah, Veronica, I mean, the gist of the movie is, okay. I'm going to do my 3-word review. My 3-word review is fucking Ouija boards. So this movie actually taps into another one of my favorite subgenres, which would be horror movies that involve Ouija boards. You know, honorable mentions.
Favorite.
Right. Honorable mentions are The Conjuring 2, obviously, is when they kind of like brought out, you know, the Conjuring series is amazing, by the way. I'm just going to throw that out there. But Conjuring 2 is when they kind of like bust out the Ouija board to like, you know, fuck around. And then obviously Witchboard 1 and Witchboard 2, which were like late 80s, early 90s movies starring Tony Catan and shit like that. You know, who didn't want to see that stuff?
From
Yeah.
the Whitesnake videos?
There she is on the hood of
Really?
hood of Whitesnake's car, as Bowling for Soup puts it. But you know, love me some Ouija movies. I remember me and my cousin, when we were little, we used to fuck around with Ouija boards all the time. Like, until like we would bring them to parties and like fuck with people. But we also once we took one and we like threw it in a cemetery like overnight, and then we like went and got it the next day and told everyone like, you know, the board was possessed and brought it to like a party and shit like that and fucked with everybody. So I love horror movies that involve Ouija boards, even if those Ouija boards say Parker Brothers on them. I'm still counting them legit if you leave them in a cemetery overnight. But yeah, I fucking love this movie, man. Like I said, it's top 10, maybe top 5. It's easily top 10 of the last like 10 to 15 years. But you know, so this movie was directed by Paco Plaza, who did Record or Wreck, like that kind of like, remember that like. It's kind of a found footage movie that came out that was like Spanish, and he directed that, and this is like his second movie. You know,
So
after
found
he
footage.
did that.
When did
Yeah.
that come out?
Which one?
Wreck.
Wreck was like early 2000 because Veronica was
Blair
like
Witch.
after that. Oh no, it's not before Blair Witch. It's not before Blair Witch.
Blair Witch was like 99 or something, right?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
Blair Witch is legitimately 99. Yeah, no, Wreck is 07. Yeah, and then Veronica came out like 2 years after that, or a couple years after that.
Okay.
But yeah, same idea, just that kind of found footage style horror,
Yeah.
but from like a Spanish filmmaker, and it's just really good. I mean, and again, you know, not to repeat last time, but you know, watch it with the subtitles. So I'm gonna have this running theme because clearly I'm gonna pick a lot of movies with subtitles in them because I'm an asshole. But so I'm gonna tier the subtitle movies. So last week I recommended Elisa and Marcella, and there wasn't a ton of subtitles because most of it was like a lot of tension and a few words here and there,
Right.
and then two girls walking around with their top off for like 35 minutes. But as far as
Every
like
day at my place.
but as far as like Veronica is concerned, there's a lot of dialogue. Like, but it's weird. It's not always essential, but there's a lot of dialogue because she's constantly trying to tell people what's going on. So this is like a heavy subtitle movie, is what I'm going to call it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to
Okay.
tier.
That makes sense.
my
No.
Netflix.
Yeah.
No, thanks for doing that for us.
Right. So this is a lot. But this is also my favorite kind of subtitle horror movie, is the one where there is so much dialogue that you have to keep your eyes peeled to the fucking screen. So then when something like happens, you're like, oh, fuck. Because you're like staring at the screen. Because you got to read to keep up,
So it
to keep
helps.
up with the story. Yes. I'm a big fan of
Helps
subtitle
more
horror
than
movies.
it harms. Yeah.
It does. Yeah. I mean, watch like any Korean, horror movie or, the original Ring and stuff like that. Like, the subtitles just
Like Academy Award winner Parasite.
like Academy Award winner
That's not
Parasite.
really-
It's not,
Is it a horror film?
It's not. It's thriller at
It's
best.
just a great film.
Yeah, it's thriller at
Yeah.
best. Yeah.
I was
Okay.
thinking, El Gallo Tapatio.
Oh wow.
Sorry, I'm kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke.
It's good though.
Okay, sure.
That's good though. But yeah, I fucking love this movie. I mean, I love this movie before we even discussed doing. I was going to do this movie for the last episode of this podcast until we decided on a Halloween episode, and then I was like, well, I'm going to save fucking Vero for this. But yeah, for me, this is like a solid. Oh man, I'm gonna go 4.5 out of 5.
Wow.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
it's not
Ballsy.
5 out of 5. I mean, 5 out of 5
No,
horror
but-
for 5 out of 5 horror for me is like Jaws, and this isn't fucking Jaws, but
No.
so yeah, it's somewhat. It's about there.
Wait till you see the car.
Wait till you see my review on Hubie Halloween.
Oh God,
Well,
I'm sure.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, pay attention. We might be doing a Hubie Halloween.
We don't want to promise anything for you right now.
A little extra. All right.
Oh, quick!
Right.
Wait! Quick little tidbit on the last part about my. So,
Oh,
like I said, this is
here
my
we go.
third movie in a row with subtitles because technically, Hardcore Henry has a couple scenes with subtitles because of the Russians. Also, and now I'm just like jinxing myself to keep this trend, but this is also my third movie in a row where the main character's name is in the title. Hardcore Henry, Alicia Marcella, and Veronica.
Oh God.
I did not plan
Can't believe
this.
we
I
made this
swear to
far.
God, I didn't plan
We
this.
lost.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
50% of our listeners. Sorry, Chad.
We didn't because now they're curious if
No,
I can
no,
keep
'cause-
this trend.
No, Chad, once your brother.
I don't think you can.
Well,
I
Veronica.
I think-
it's a brother Rice.
Within the
Trust-
next 3 episodes, you're gonna drop the ball.
Trust
You
me,
can't spell Veronica.
I was just
you
gonna-
can't spell.
Chad wasn't watching my
Want you
movie.
to blind
Chad wasn't
manner.
watching my movies anyway. He can't read movies. That's not a thing.
Hey, let's not talk about Chad. Chad was a great guy.
Yeah, Chad was.
Was
Chad would.
Was.
He would drink
He would do stuff for us.
the most
All the
strawberry
time.
milkshakes at Wojo's you would ever see.
Ah. R.I.P. Chad. You gave it your best.
Pat,
All right, Pat. All right, let's do a little category round.
things you love.
Yeah, let's do
So, one thing you liked, one thing you didn't like about.
Go.
So let's start with the main thing I liked.
Okay.
The main thing I liked is definitely showcased how sick and fucked up humanity can get. That's really kind of what brought it together for me.
This
was
is Would
just-
You Rather.
Yeah, would you
Yeah.
rather? Would you
Would
you rather just-
real life?
I mean, realistically, people probably do games of Would You Rather with some fucked up shit in it, but not to the extent of this. Maybe not to the extent of this movie all the time. But I'm sure someone's doing something fucked up with Would You Rather. But it just shows how demented it was, or how demented it could get, and it's, it just shows that if you're gonna go for horror, humanity is your worst monster. Humans are your worst monsters of all time, 100%, without
What's
question.
said about the when Pennywise, like the It, they kept saying like
The
he
It.
wasn't the scariest. He was the It. He wasn't the scariest part of it. It was the the parents. Oh,
Mhm.
like the human aspect was the scariest part. But
Oh no, it's because of the human aspect. We like to pretend to understand the most, but we don't understand at the same time. So it's like, you sit there and you have the society, and you sit there and go like, "Wow, I should understand this, but I don't understand this," and it takes you to a place you don't think you'd ever go, but it's the potential's there. The potential to go there is possible. The main thing I didn't like, what was it? The main thing I really didn't like, I felt they could have gone a bit further with some of the rounds, but it would interfere with the other thing I liked about it, which was, I really liked how it wasn't focused on gore, like Human Centipede or Saw, where it wasn't all about gore. It was all about the story wasn't focused on, oh, let's shock the shit out of you just because.
Fair.
So that's
But-
actually interesting because the promotions for this movie was like a razor blade to the fucking eyeball or whatever, right? But they didn't
Yeah,
actually go gore.
No, I mean it definitely seems gorier than it is, but it definitely compared to Saw and Human Centipede, it's really not all that gory. I mean, it's gory, but it's not like holy shit. There's literally a pool of blood in this building. Like I said, like the Saw movies go, Human Centipede goes. It's gory, but it's not like wow, that is gory. They actually kind of keep it to a relative minimum for the most part.
So I always felt Hostel was kind of like my barometer for like that kind of shit. Well, then obviously any David Cronenberg movie, but like Saw to me was always kind of more heady. I guess later it got graphic, trap wise, but like Hostel, like you saw Hostel? Like Hostel,
No, I
they
actually
like...
haven't seen Hostel.
Oh shit. Okay. I was just
I've
curious.
seen parts of it.
No, but compared to what I've seen, it's definitely not. It's not as gory as it could have gone. Like the main thing is, I wish they would have gone a little bit further with some of it.
Okay.
Only some of it, not super crazy, but like just a little bit further, and maybe dragged out the movie a little bit longer. Like another 15 minutes would have been perfect. But hour and a half, still solid.
I got you.
So, all right, I'm good.
All right, Matt. One like and one dislike, or I mean, as many likes or
All right.
dislikes as you want. Actually, there's no fucking
So
rules.
of course, this movie was made from late 70s.
Mm.
So
Mhm.
there's not much to like.
Oh wow!
I'm sorry.
I mean, sell
let's
us
be
on
honest.
one
Let's
like.
be honest.
Give me
Just
one
sell-
reason to watch,
All right,
and it can't be
uh,
fucking James Brolin.
Oh fuck!
Come on, at least throw us a little bit of a bone here.
James Brolin.
I'm already watching because of James Brolin. Give me
I'm
a
sorry.
second like.
Can I just say James Brolin with a mustache?
In.
Done.
Done.
That's all I need. No, the action actually, for late 70s, 77, the action for this movie was actually it was pretty good, The end scene. I feel like I'm jumping ahead, but the end scene is well worth it. It's a
Oh.
very enjoyable movie. Is it good? No. But I mean, will you want to watch it? Like, you got those trick or treaters with their 6 feet hands, and you got a little funnel going on. Like, you throw this movie on, like this movie. That's like the car, Halloween, trick or treat. That's great. Boom, you're good. Freaking, just keep it in the background. It's just, I don't know.
Oh my god! All right.
That's what I liked. So what I didn't like was, oh my god, the dialogue was so bad. Like, I wrote a script in high school that was probably better than this script. Like, literally,
oh, man.
it was bad. So there is a, alright, my favorite line of this movie.
Favorite.
Your movie or this movie?
No, my movie that I reviewed. The
Okay.
Car.
Okay.
Circa 1977. It was very poor dialogue, but he goes, the sheriff in this movie, the sheriff goes after talking to the girl. Awkward silence. James Brolin's just put tags on the map or whatever. The sheriff goes, whiskey. Let's go to the club.
What? Really? What the fuck?
The club?
Like, seriously, it's like he's talking to the girl, talking to an older woman. And he goes, "Hey, oh my god, I used to go to high school with her." He tells James Brolin that. James Brolin, by the way, appreciation post. James Brolin, as
5 out of 5. James Brolin.
Yeah, he was the guy.
100%.
But no, this guy. Yeah, it's just he goes out there. He goes whiskey. Let's go to the club, and it was like it rivaled like my favorite quote of all movies is was it Heineken, Pabst Blue Ribbon. You know, Frank Booth. Hashtag Dennis Hopper. But either way, yeah, it was yeah.
Fucking Dennis Hopper.
That's what I liked in him.
The rebel.
What I liked was the same thing that I did. It was the dialogue. It was just,
Okay. All right.
It was not good. Fun movie. I'll tell you about it later.
Spoiler alert.
Brian?
Spoilers.
Brian?
Hold on.
Get it.
Your turn.
Get
Hold on. Hold on.
Hey, Ryan.
There we go.
That's weird. Now you're a rapper.
Yeah, that was really delayed. We've been drinking.
Okay, so
Brian's a rapper from Inglewood now.
let's do this.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah. There we go. God damn it. All right. So, let me get back to Veronica, which is one of my favorite fucking horror movies of all time. All right, I can't stress this enough. It's a well-made movie. I just want to say that as well too. I don't know what the budget was of this fucking movie, but it's a very well-made movie. Yeah. What's the exchange rate on that from Spain? Okay. So one like.
1400.
So one like. The music, as it should be for any fucking decent horror movie, the music it's fantastic. Like there are literally moments where it's like a synth with like bells in the background, which basically sounds like the climax of Nightmare on Elm Street. And then later, there's also like single notes.
Every time I needed an abortion it was synth and
yes, and bells, synth and bells. I'm telling you, and then fucking single notes on a piano, like Michael Myers is sneaking up behind you. Like I feel like so the composer is Eugenio Mira. Pretty sure I pronounced that right, even though I'm Irish. But I mean, he was awesome. I feel like he just went. You know what? He just went. You know what? I'm gonna hit all the hits for this. Yeah, I'm telling you, there's some. I mean, please don't. Hashtag. Please don't make a horror movie that doesn't have synth music. Synthesized music in it. Please don't do that. Like you're wasting everyone's time. At least give me one scene of like,
Carpenter, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Carpenter fucked it up.
Dude, he fucking ruined it for everybody.
And
that's the only norm now.
What's his name? Dario Argento?
Oh, yeah, before that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Suspiria?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Just give me that. Just give me that shit. Just fucking synth my blood. But anyway, so as far as like dislike, man, this is tough because like I told you guys, I'm a big fan of this movie, but without giving too much away, the ending. So the first time I saw this movie, before I watched it the second time, I kind of had a different thought how it ended, I guess, weirdly. So then when I watched it again, I was like, oh, this didn't actually, like, I thought I had the ended twist. Like, I thought there was more twist, but there wasn't. I guess that's my complaint. For a horror movie, I kind of wanted a little more at the end than just, all's good, everyone's happy. See you guys next time. I'm like, God damn it, what is this? Spoiler alert. Pat, hit the alarm. But
family reunion?
But yeah, basically it was, it's just kind of a normal horror movie ending. Spoiler alert. Yeah, that's my dislike. All right, Pat.
Yeah.
Back to you.
Recommend.
Who would you recommend?
My movie too?
He's too busy searching for his,
hip hop horn?
Shh.
Sorry,
no,
go ahead, you fucking pervert.
Wow.
Sorry.
The people I would recommend this to would be people who find humans more terrifying than any monster in existence. And people who love some good suspense, because realistically, you can sit there and guess what the person's going to do next and would you rather, but you're sitting there going and going like, fuck, what are they going to do? Are they going to stab someone, or are they going to whip someone? It's like, what's next? What's coming next? And
what would you do? I think that's the right.
Yeah,
like you watch the
what would you
movie
do?
and you think, what would you fucking do? Like, what's your limit?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, at what point do you sit there and go like, I'm not going any further than this,
Mhm.
but then they're like, you have to do this.
Yeah, no joke. I'm gonna watch this movie just because you said the words Jeffrey Combs, for the record.
Oh yeah, Jeffrey Combs, easily one. Brittany Snow was good.
Yeah, she's good too.
Honestly, there was a lot of good actors in this film that are minor bit characters from over the years that you've seen faces of. Hell, actually, the one character, Linda, she actually shows up in Hubie Halloween.
Oh boy.
What's that?
But
Tremendous segue. Okay.
But no, like I said, they're faces you've seen over the years that it's all great acting. I have no complaint about any of the acting. Jeffrey Combs is phenomenal. Brittany Snow is phenomenal.
Yeah. Sasha Grey.
There's Sasha Grey is actually surprisingly believable. So I have no complaints about anything she's doing.
Big Sasha Grey fan.
All right, Matt, it's your go.
All right, Matt. Who you recommending the car to?
I'm recommending.
That's what
Besides
Matt
no
Damon
one.
calls it. He calls it the car.
The car with the car keys.
Yeah, he's from Boston with his fucking bullshit. I recommend the car to fans of Jaws, fans of the
Wow.
Duel,
Wow.
Steven Spielberg movie.
Never heard
fans
of it.
Death Race 2000.
Oh, big fan.
So the Jaws thing, I could see easily. Like when I first watched this film, there's a lot of like the dunna like the filming of people that are going to be murdered.
Okay.
It's just like,
Okay.
I don't know. You can tell what's going to happen. Yeah. So I recommend it for fans of Christine,
Fair.
which came out a number of years later. Christine, 1983. The car in 1977.
Do
you think? Go ahead. You're going to ask the same question I am, aren't you?
No, you guys.
Yeah,
can
do you
answer
think
the
Stephen
same
King watched this movie and sat there and went like, I could write this better?
I was thinking the exact same thing.
I think Stephen King.
While
Stephen King
While
just
coked out.
did like 3 lines of coke. And
Hashtag.
was like, I'm gonna write Maximum Overdrive. I think that's what it was. Stephen
Right,
King saw
right.
this movie,
Right.
got coked out,
And then he was
fucking
like, how can I write a
Maximum
reduced
Overdrive.
version of this? Carrie. Or not Carrie.
How
That's
can
going
I-
to be much better.
Christine.
no, but
So many
how can I
female
write a movie
He's
of
so
this?
good at writing female characters. It's hard to mix them up.
7 years later, but with
Hashtag
Emilio
he's not.
Estevez.
Right.
Hey, you know,
He was
I
just
like that.
waiting for Emilio to come of age.
That's all I needed. Classic Spielberg. Coked out Spielberg. Hashtag. But what I did like was, or what I didn't like was the dialogue. Dialogue was bad.
Yeah.
yeah, we
are.
already talked about that.
That's
We're
what he
on.
said.
Who you recommend to? Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we did. Hey guys, you know what?
You wouldn't recommend it to people who like dialogue.
You guys like dialogue?
Good swing, bro.
Fuck you guys. For recommending, I'd recommend it to fans of Jaws that came out in 1975.
Yeah.
Fans of Christine that came out in 1983.
Yep. Oh,
A few
you're
years
born.
after. Fans of Killdozer?
What the fuck is that?
What the fuck?
It's a murderous bulldozer.
Oh God, I want to see
There
it
was
so
a
bad
movie-
right now.
There was a movie about a murderous bulldozer.
Oh God, I hope that's on Shudder.
Came out in 1974. That was 3 years before, movie I'm reviewing. There's a sequel, by the way. The Card. There's a sequel.
Yes,
On
I saw
Netflix.
that. I saw
42 years later.
that. Right.
It is. I only watched like a minute and I gave up. So, James Brolin or die. Really.
Okay.
That's
All
not
right,
the
Brian.
thing.
No, it's a thing. It's
yeah,
a thing,
so-
Brian.
So Veronica, I mean, obviously, I'm gonna do the dumb cheese thing that I did last time and just recommend this to everybody. I mean, well, okay, let me get more specific. I'm gonna recommend this to fans of like possession movies. So, actually, I'll modernize this. If you like The Conjuring, if you are a fan of the Conjuring series, and you can read while you watch a movie, watch.
So not Brother Right.
I'm excluding Brother Rice people from this. I'm going to recommend.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, I'm going to. Oh yeah, God damn it. That's okay. That's my fault. I'm going to recommend Veronica. Watch Veronica. God damn it. This was my moment, and everybody ruined it. No, I've said my piece. I mean, this movie is easily one of my top 5, 10 of the last fucking decade plus. It's just awesome.
Wait.
Yeah.
Brian.
Yeah.
You're like scary movie fan.
Yeah.
Where does this rank among your scary movies for Halloween?
Oh yeah. Oh no, I'm not kidding. It's like top 10 horror films all time. Well, because it's
Top
so,
10, but what's your first 9?
Oh, I don't know. Oh shit, I have to think about that.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
That might be like a post. Yeah, I mean, Nightmare 1. I'm actually a big new Nightmare fan. I know that's
Halloween.
kind of a weird hot take. Yeah, the original Halloween, of course. Trick or Treat, like you had alluded to multiple times. I mean, things I watch every year, like that kind of thing. Yeah, Halloween, Nightmare. Several Nightmares, honestly. Hush. I'm a big Mike Flanagan fan. Let's shout out Mike Flanagan, which is actually probably what I like so much about Veronica. It's a very studio horror film, and I guess maybe that's more of a thing in like Europe and Spain and stuff. What did I say the director's name was?
By the way, Brian is a big horror fan.
Big horror fan. But the director of Veronica's name is Paco Plaza, and he's very much like he's like a Mike Flanagan of Spanish horror films. Like I said, he made the movie Record or Rec, or I can never decide how you're supposed to say the word, the title of that movie. But yeah, just studio horror. Like you don't see that anymore. It's like it's very Hitchcockian,
No.
but also yeah.
Agreed.
Cool. All right. Anybody else got anything else they want to say on their films? Who's excited to watch each other's movies?
I'm super excited. I'm super excited to watch Matt's just so I can sit there and be like, yes, I agree.
The Car.
100%.
I actually, I'm stoked to watch some gorgeous James Brolin.
It is so bad, but James Brolin. I'm sorry, James.
It's so
Brolin
good.
James Brolin with a mustache.
Yeah. Also, Would You Rather has 100% been on my list for a long time. I legit thought I saw it, but
I'm honestly surprised you haven't watched it yet.
I will watch both.
I'm surprised. As well.
Let's go to the main.
So
Netflix.
we have a special treat for everybody for this episode. We're doing a little bit of an extended version for you guys this time. And if you hate it, we'll never do it again, I promise. But if you love it, we'll occasionally do a I don't know, what do you want to call this? Like an addendum to the normal episode.
Yeah.
Right.
Honestly, I'd
where
just
we
call it-
discuss something
I would
that's
just call it an
slightly more
extension.
popular. Where we actually pluck from the algorithm. So yeah, let's.
the shit they're promoting the most.
So the three of us have seen Hubie Halloween, and I'm gonna let Pat take it away from here.
Yeah. So normally I would go a little more in depth with the synopsis, but honestly, let's go with this. The movie was produced by Adam Sandler, Kevin Grady, Alan Covert, directed by Stephen Brill, who also directed and co-wrote Little Nicky, directed Mr. Deeds, Without a Paddle, and Drill Bit Taylor. The movie opens to a cameo of Ben Stiller in the silent reprising his nursing role from Happy Gilmore, going to see an escaped patient named Richard Hartman. Richard Hartman has escaped at this point, but, whatever. Moves on Huey Dubois, played by Sandler himself. On his way to work at the local delicatessen, the town absolutely rips on poor Hubie. They're throwing shit at him. They're pretty much what would normally be like, oh, we're gently picking on you. It's straight up bullying. They're straight up bullying this character. They're straight up bullying this kid in Salem, Massachusetts. Anyway, so he's the freaking target of their pranks. He works, volunteers as the Halloween monitor to make sure everything stays kosher and cleaned up. Keep it clean for Halloween, so everyone's having a good time, but it's not too fun of a time, depending on your perspective. And he reports to Sergeant Steve, played by Kevin James. The movie does have a lot of cameos from the various friends Sandler's made over the years, from Shaq and Ben Stiller to Steve Buscemi and Maya Rudolph.
Sorry. Is Pat reading the Wikipedia page?
No, I actually
let him
wrote something
finish.
myself, but thank you.
It sounds like... Sorry. But it sounds like...
No, but there's a lot of callbacks to...
Check. He's writing the Wikipedia page.
Well, it is also starring Ben Stiller, and it is also starring...
Was Ben Stiller in it?
Ben Stiller is in it for not very long, but he's in it.
Did you not watch it, Brian?
Okay, we'll get to that.
No, but there's a lot of callbacks to his
All
various.
right.
There's a lot of callbacks to his various movies over the years. If you're a big Easter egg person, 100%, especially of Adam Sandler movies, there's a lot of Easter eggs referencing his previous movies. But otherwise, it just turns into usually Adam Sandler hijinks with his friends and they're having some fun for a decent paycheck, but it's not a great movie. 100% terrible.
And
So,
Pat,
all right, that's
I
it.
agree with you. And why is Will Byers involved in this movie?
Oh shit, yeah, he is in this. I didn't even think I recognized him. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, he's like my the only reason I knew is because my niece told me. She knew like
Who he was?
yeah, she knew a lot of the Disney people. It's like with the Adam Sandler movies, you either go Disney or rehab. Really,
It's fair.
it's either cocaine addiction to get an edge, or Adam Sandler movie also to get an edge.
You need money for your cocaine? Just come star in an Adam Sandler movie.
No, but honestly, Adam Sandler is like, it's like if you want an edge to your career, say you start an Adam Sandler film. Like,
I mean, he
Prefer
just did
that.
it right. He's the most like long term. He's like the most successful brand. Like Will Smith had a chance at this. Like there was like a moment where like Will Smith was like a brand, and it was like, oh, Will Smith could just do stuff and he'll make money, and then he like ruined that for whatever the hell it was. But Adam Sandler is literally still just like he's a
Scientology.
fucking brand. Yeah, probably Scientology. Probably. But like Adam Sandler just, but like, and then Adam Sandler just, he just manages it so well. Whoever his manager is a fucking incredible, because he'll just do like, he'll do like 6 dumb movies on Netflix in a row, and you're like, fucking Adam Sandler is a fucking idiot. And then like release Uncut Gems, and you're like, they should give him an Oscar. What is this? Like,
all right, here's the weird thing.
Adam Sandler has one of the most successful careers of my lifetime, in my opinion.
Brian,
100%.
Yes.
not interrupting I will put this on the tweet, but I enjoyed Hubie Halloween more than I enjoyed Uncut Gems.
Oh, that's a hot take.
No, it's a
It's
weird.
not a hot take.
It's like a weird like. I feel like the scale of enjoyment is different for those movies.
True.
But I agree. I mean, I will
But
say.
I feel like the Safdie brothers are kind of overrated.
I fucking totally.
They know
we are.
people.
Yeah.
They know people. That's the thing.
We are in the same room on that.
Yeah.
That's for sure. But it's a different experience. Like, I mean, here's the thing. Adam Sandler was the best part of Uncut Gems. Adam Sandler was the best part of Hubie Halloween. Like,
yeah,
that's
easily.
like
No,
it's kind of weird how he does that.
No, Steve Buscemi was the best.
Yeah, Buscemi was good, but he's co-star. He's a co-star. He's a co-star.
Yeah. Adam Sandler.
But all right, here's a question: did Steve Buscemi retire? Did he retire from acting and he just started in this just to kind of star in it?
Steve Buscemi was super fucking good in this.
No, 100%.
I did not know that he retired.
Way too drunk to.
No, that's why I'm asking you. Did he retire? Or did
I never
he not
heard
retire?
that. I never heard that. I mean, I never heard he retired.
Because I haven't
Maybe
seen
he
him in
just
anything in
slowed
like
down.
ages.
No,
You slow
he didn't
down.
retire.
You know? Yeah, no, I don't
From
think
what
he's
I heard.
retired or anything. Yeah,
Okay.
I think he just slowed down, and his boy Eddie Sands was like, "Hey, come on, be the fucking dumb guy who."
Yeah.
No spoilers. I'm not going to spoil anything because.
No, but
are we going to encourage people to watch this? Is that what I'm?
didn't-
Is that what I'm fucking doing here right now? Did you two
No.
cocksuckers convince me to fucking convince people to watch
No,
fucking
that was
Hubie
Pat.
Halloween?
That was Pat.
Yeah,
But
you
we
two and
didn't
you
go-
two and my wife.
We didn't go.
She loved it,
Hey,
by the
you
way.
know, she asked us-
she's legit like, we're watching this every year for Halloween now. And I'm like, cool, thanks, Adam Sandler.
No, but it was enjoyable, like the Bill Murray Christmas thing.
Oh, that was good. That was
Yeah.
very good.
Like, it was stupid, made no sense, but we're gonna watch it because you're a famous name.
Fair. But that's more like a thing. This is like a movie where you have to like commit to a plot. Okay, so man,
So every
Why don't-
Halloween,
you know what?
don't
Let's,
watch the same movie.
let's stick with the theme. Let's go, Pat. One dislike, one like. Tell me one thing you really liked about it, one thing you disliked.
The one thing I did like was seeing a lot of familiar faces I hadn't seen in a long time, like
Deal.
Ray Liotta.
Yeah, in Ray Liotta.
Steve
That was so
Buscemi.
funny. Yes.
Wait, we still
You
doing
know.
the same movie?
Yeah, we're doing Hubie.
Yeah, we're still in the same movie. I did, like I said, it was just, it was things that I really like, people I really like seeing I had seen in forever, and whose careers I feel like have fallen off the map a little bit because nobody pays attention. Or they just kind of are doing shit that nobody watches. The main thing I disliked, it felt like they were trying to reach too much for all those fucking Easter eggs. And it just kind of, it felt flat.
Names
It felt
and-
very flat after a certain point. I mean, obviously they're having fun. They're just sitting there fucking around, essentially. But at the end of the day, it just felt like, you could have done more with this. And also, Adam Sandler's voice for this. It's like, could you drop that fucking voice that you did for fucking Waterboy? Drop that,
Every 90s
please, for the love of
movie
God.
ever made.
I feel like he could have continued with the eccentric and weird without that fucking voice that he did for
Right.
Waterboy. Waterboy,
Yeah.
it was perfectly
Yes.
fine. For this
Yeah.
movie,
That's
didn't
everyone-
need it.
Of its
everyone was
time.
saying, like,
Yeah.
What's this?
Yeah.
What's this?
All right, Matt. One like, one dislike. Huey Halloween. We're doing this.
This recorded?
Yeah, we're recording this right. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're still on air. Thank you. One thing you liked, one thing you didn't like. Okay.
What I didn't like is that it seems like Disney actors, it's either,
Yeah.
Adam Sandler movies or like cocaine. I don't know. It's
Matt,
just
did you
one
even
of
watch the
two.
movie?
Just tell me what you don't like about Hubie Halloween.
I mean, everything.
Oh, wow. So tell me what you
Oh,
did
wow.
like
No.
about it.
No, so what I didn't like, I didn't like. Oh God, what I did like, I liked the Halloween atmosphere. I like. It kind of reminded me of like when I was a child, and we'd go out to different areas, and we'd stop moving your face, Brian, and we just run around, whatever,
Trick or treating. Is that what you're talking about? You're
Yeah.
talking about trick or treating?
I hate both of you guys.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you what I did like
Stop
and
it.
didn't like about Hubie Halloween. So
Adam Sandler was in it.
So what I did like, honestly, that was the fun. Like, I know, Pat alluded to like the over the top Easter
God.
eggs, but like
He
that
stole it
was
from me.
part of the charm. What I didn't like about it was, why did it just go completely fucking clown school off the rails ridiculous sometimes? Like there'd be like a moment where Adam Sandler like kind of saved the day or did something with his boomerang thermos or whatever the fuck, and then
Is Uma's thermos.
That thermos. That
check our
Uma's thermos.
check our Etsy for your Uma's thermos.
back.
Available soon. But I just didn't understand, like, it was just the ridiculous. Like, he was like riding his bike down the street one time, and then like someone like threw like a gate, and then they threw like a fridge, and then they threw like half
No,
of
it was
a
a
fucking
cat.
motor. Right.
At-
I was like, what is
At what point-
happening right now? Like, this
It's
It's
At
just
one point, they threw
like
a
it-
fucking tuba. It's like, what
right.
the fuck?
tuba.
Dude,
a tuba
it
went
was-
flying
it was
past him.
Honestly,
It did. Swear to God.
It's the no, I know. It's the dumbest thing
I'm
ever.
sorry.
That's my problem with
I
it.
don't want to insult you guys, but it was a '90s Sandler film dressed in 2020.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
There's
Yes,
no
it was.
fucking no.
Yeah,
There's no moment in Happy Gilmore where you're like, oh, this is just completely unrealistic.
dude. No, but think about what
Like,
you just
AKA
saw.
riding a bike down the street and someone throws a mini fridge over your head. Like, that's not a thing.
Yeah.
Like,
No, but think,
Yeah, it wasn't.
somebody threw a fucking cat. Like nobody likes
great.
cats. They threw a
That's
cat
not.
at her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no.
No.
You know
This
you're
movie
being-
was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was ridiculous, but it's
Yes.
definitely anti-cat.
What's with this
To-
agenda? Who's paying you to do this? Is it George Soros?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's definitely George Soros.
To be fair, We're Going Streaming does not hate cats. I
Alright.
have.
All right, here's what we're
Chef
gonna
Ivan
do.
with my girlfriend.
No, Pat likes a lot of pussy.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Now I really got to do some editing work.
All right.
All right.
No,
No, hold on.
By pussy, I mean
Oh
female
boy. Oh
vagina.
boy. How do I mute
Come
him?
on.
Is there a mute button for? Okay.
Oh, please.
it's not gonna happen.
All right. Here's what we're doing with Hubie. Pat, 3-word review. Hubie Halloween. Go.
Oh God.
Sandler and Friends. That's best I got.
That's good. That's fucking great. That's really
God
good.
damn it.
That's really
It's
good.
Mine.
All right,
That's
Matt.
mine. That's
Matt.
mine.
Matt. 3-word review. Hubie Halloween.
90s Sandler pre-cum.
Is that a hyphen? It's creep on a hyphen?
Yeah, pre-cum. Is like, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Stop. Okay. Christ.
I'm just,
All right.
being honest.
3-word Hubie review is why the fuck? Sorry moms. And also not what, but why. Just why the fuck. Seriously.
All right. What's our final rating for it, guys?
Oh, Hubie? Oh
Yeah,
God,
I give it a-
I'm like,
I give it a
Like,
1.5.
I'm a 1. I'm a 1.
Yeah.
I'm a 1. I'm a 1. I'm a 1
All right.
/ 5.
Brian?
All right, everybody. Well, that's it. Unless anybody has anything else to add about Hubie Halloween and or the career of Adam Sandler.
No, I got
Good.
nothing else. I think we covered it very well.
Yeah, if you want, there's plenty of fucking other podcasts out there for you to listen to if you give a shit about the fucking rise and fall of Adam Sandler. But anyway,
100%.
thanks everybody for listening. We'll see y'all next time. Maybe we'll have another theme special episode involved. Reach out to us on social media if recommendations, spooky movies, stuff like that. Obviously, we want to watch things we haven't seen. That's the whole point of this thing for us. That's the whole point of this thing for you. And
what's the
don't be afraid.
tags?
Don't be afraid to email us at we'regoingstreaming@yahoo.com. Don't be afraid to hit us up on Insta. Don't be afraid to hit us up on
What's the Insta?
Twitter at going_streaming. And don't be afraid to hit us up on Facebook either. We are definitely willing to take recommendations from you. We want to know what your thoughts are.
Yeah, one of us will review one of your films.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, and I mean we're gonna make it exciting. We're gonna play games and offer stuff, and merch to win. Got a lot of Uma's thermoses out there for people.
Uma's thermoses.
No, but definitely if you have a recommendation, we really like it.
the Annunciation T-shirts. Shalto Copley. Yeah.
No, but definitely if you have a recommendation, you think we should watch it. And if we agree with you, we'll definitely 100%.
Oh yeah,
we'll definitely 100% back you up on that 100%.
Oh yeah.
Regardless, enjoy your Halloween.
Yes.
And yes, happy Halloween.
And watch these movies. I recommend.
Don't
all
get
of them,
murdered.
Honestly.
Watch these movies.
Jesus Christ.
Except Pat's movie.
I want to watch his actually more than yours for the record.
It's only because Brian hates me, so shout out JLab. I'll talk to you guys later.
Yes. Have a good evening, everyone. Enjoy your Halloween. Stay safe.
Stay safe. Mask up.
Yeah, baby.
Vote. And also
vote.
Yeah.
Absolutely vote.
Yeah.
Have fun.
100%. Have fun.
Have fun in spite of the circumstances. Have fun.
Yeah, that's all we can do. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.